What's up, everybody? Welcome to Talking Again podcast. I am your host, Fidel. This is The Tap. Thank you for tuning in, and please make sure and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to click on the notification bell. You can also find the show on all your popular podcast platforms such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever you listen. Let's get this show started. What's up, everybody? This is Talking Again podcast. I am your host, Fidel. This is the Tap Studios, and as you can see, I'm here by myself, so I have no guest. We are gonna call it the solo cast. And Reason is because I don't know, I kind of wanted to try a little something different. Wanted to try it standing here by myself. I've never done a standing podcast. I've done over 80 with the old podcast, How We Talk. But So with the Talking Again podcast, we're gonna do something a little different. You guys, let me know. Give me some comments. Leave some reviews. Let me know if you guys like it. If you don't, it's all good. I'll keep getting the guests. That's the reason why I started it. Anyways, I want to just interview as many people as I can, and get to know people and promote their businesses or talk about people's passions, their interests. And that's kind of the reason why I started doing this podcast. So yeah, here we go. I did send out a post on Instagram and Facebook to let everybody know to leave some questions or topics. Didn't get too many. Hopefully that'll increase later on as the podcast grows. With, of course, your guys' help. I really appreciate it if you guys share it. If you guys do like the podcast, please share it with your friends and family. That way they all get to enjoy a good free content. That's most important, that it's free. I'm never ever gonna charge you guys for this podcast. Why should I? Why should you have to pay to listen to my voice, right? But anyways, here we go. We'll get started with today's sponsor. Yes, I do have a sponsor today. Today's sponsor is Talking Again Podcast. You can find them. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, under Talking Again Podcast. You can find us on YouTube. Just search Talking Again Podcast. Eventually, once I get, I think, up to 100 subscribers, which I'm hoping to get there pretty soon, I can customize my URL for the YouTube, and I can just do youtube.com/Talking Again Podcast, something like that. We'll figure something out. Also, you guys can find me on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, pretty much any of those popular podcast apps that you listen to. If there is an app that you listen to podcasts and I'm not on it, please let me know. Again, leave me a question, comment, or send me a DM, and then I'll make sure that I get on it and figure something out. Definitely, you will not find me on Patreon, because again, you have to pay for that, and I'm not gonna charge you guys for to listen to my voice. So here it goes. We'll get started on this. One of the first persons to respond was Sean at Beat the Count podcast, and I did have him on the guest on the previous podcast. You can look it up on How We Talk podcast. It's still available on YouTube right now. Check it out. It was a pretty good interview with him. I really enjoyed it. Again, Sean, he said I was brave for doing this on my own. It is challenging to kind of sit here and talk in front of a camera without having to have any guest or co-host to bounce ideas and questions and comments to. So, whatever, here we go. I'm going to try it out. But I challenge you, Sean, do it on your own. Try it out. See how well it goes. Hell, we'll see how I do. Again, I didn't get too many comments, too many questions or ideas or topics to talk about. So it'll be a short podcast, which could be good. Not too much time. Another one I wanna send a shout out to right now is Andres. That's my brother. If you guys, most of you guys know him, Andres. His Instagram handle is AndresA626. You guys can find him there. He asked me when I'm gonna get my nephews Adonis and Nathan on the show. For about 4 months at least, I've been trying to get them on the show. On the old podcast, now on the new one, because this duo they're funny. You got one that's real serious. I mean, they have their own YouTube channel. Damn, I wish I could plug it right now. I don't remember their YouTube channel. Maybe I could put it on the bottom of this right now as I'm talking. And you guys could check them out. But yeah, those two guys are knuckleheads, man. The two brothers are funny guys. About a year and a few months apart or something like that. Yeah, maybe like a year apart, a few days apart. They both go to two different schools, two different high schools. And one of them plays basketball, the other one plays football. The basketball player, which is Adonis, he's the goofball. He's the I'm cool, I'm chill, uh, lay back, funny dude. Just he don't care. And then you have Nathan. He's the football player. He's all game, all serious, everything. It's like, I mean, he's a cool dude too, of course, but it's all serious. Like don't mess around. And again, their YouTube page, it's hilarious. I wish they did more videos, but they're still in high school, so eventually we'll get them on the show. Maybe on one of their breaks, like a winter break is coming up pretty soon, so maybe we could do like a winter break podcast with these two guys. It'll be good. I think their schedule, their sports schedules will override each other or whatever. But we'll get them on the show. That should be interesting. It should be fun. So Andres, I'll definitely get them on the show. Thanks for reminding me about that, and keep reminding me in case I forget. Salute, cheers. This is the tap. So dead air sucks, but here we go. The next one, the homie Richard, and on Instagram he is DJ Richie Kings. You guys look him out, check him out. He's a cool dude. I met him from work, and let's see. I want to get that guy on actually to be So Richard, you got to come on the show because he's big time into gambling, fantasy football, fantasy baseball, fantasy basketball, fantasy whatever. So I don't do any of those. I think it's fun. It seems like it's fun. It's interesting. I don't have the time. I don't want to put all that. I mean, that's a lot. To me, it's a lot of effort, just all the stats and trying to follow up with it. But it is what it is. I watch sports because they're fun. I don't geek out on them as much. Obviously, you guys can see my 49ers, Dodgers, Lakers. I like them. I watch them. I don't geek out. I wish I was more passionate about it, I guess. But I mean, if anything, Dodgers I'm the most passionate about. Um uh but anyways, I don't do fantasy football. And Richard, if you ever want to come on the show, please do. It'd be fun to kind of talk and just catch up. I haven't seen you in a while since you don't work over there, where you used to work at. So anyways, he proposed to me a question. He said he wants me to comment on the Clippers upcoming season. Well, if I had a soundboard, it would be of a toilet flushing right now, because I don't really care about the Clippers upcoming season. No, really, I'm not a hater, but it doesn't really interest me. I think the Clippers are going to be second fiddle to the Lakers. They're always going to be, second fiddle. Um, it's a Laker town. I'm sorry. It's just, I mean, I'm a homer, but Lakers all the way. It'll be fun. It'll be interesting. I don't know. I'm not, like I said, I'm not an expert on sport in sports, like any specific sport. So I read the news. I listen to all these YouTube or watch all these YouTube videos. Listen to a bunch of podcasts about sports, and yeah, of course, in LA in basketball news, it's all about Clippers versus Lakers, right? The hallway battles. Um, if the Clippers are this badass, and get yourselves a different arena, and go ahead and carve yourselves your own title waves like the Lakers have. So yeah, there's not much to say about the Clippers. I'm sorry. Uh, if Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, it seems like they're like the two I'm not gonna say crybabies, but it's like the two guys that were like, hey, you guys didn't fight for me, so I'm just gonna go sign with down the street, or down the hallway with the Clippers. And that's all it was. Is the Lakers didn't trade for Kawhi. The year previous to that, the Lakers didn't trade for Paul George. So they went and signed with the Clippers. I get it. Whatever. Do your thing. If the Clippers are a great team and the Lakers are a great team, it's great for LA. It's great for the city. I'm good with it. It'll be good competition finally. Um, so whatever. There you go, Richard, DJ Richie Kings. Um, so here we go. The next question, and again, if anybody wants any to comment or they want to come on the show and debate about this stuff, I'm more than happy to, or give you the time to do it. So, um, the next one, the homie lives down the street from here, Christopher Robin, not that Christopher Robin, but the Driscoll Kid, and we had him on the show. The last how we talk. He's a chef. Um, he proposed a question. So shout out to the Driscoll Kid. He's on Instagram. That's actually his name, the Driscoll Kid. Um, his question is it's fun. It's interesting. It says, what makes a better taco canvas, corn or flour tortilla, and why? Uh, Obviously that's a question for me, and since I'm representing Talking Again podcast, I think the tap has to go with corn tortillas all the way. Corn tortillas is why? First of all, the taste. 100% the taste and only the taste. And maybe, I guess, texture, because flour tortillas tends to stick to your teeth. I don't like that. That's why I don't eat too much bread. Too much. I mean, I know it doesn't look like it, but it's because of the booze. But yeah, it sticks to your teeth. It's just a taste, man. There's nothing like eating a carne asada or a pastor or even like a chicken taco out of a corn tortilla with their salsa. No, forget about it. It's got to be corn all the way and only corn. Not to say that I wouldn't eat a quesadilla, like a quesadilla with flour. I'll do that all day long. But as far as a taco, I mean, you're gonna eat your burrito with a flour tortilla. That's all. I guess that's cool. If they can somehow make a corn tortilla burrito, I'm game. So hey, challenge for Driscoll Kid over there. If you want to make a burrito out of a corn tortilla, hook me up. Send it my way. Um, yeah, like again, like I said, this is gonna be a really short podcast because there's not much questions and comments. Hopefully, the next one you guys have bombard me with pages and pages of them where I can just talk as much as I can about it. But anyways, the last question here is from my son Vincent that just proposed to me right now. He proposed this question to me right before we recorded. Uh, he said, "Who's going to win Hell in the Cell or the match in Hell in the Cell versus Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins?" So, for all you WWE fans or pro wrestling fans, if you guys watching the upcoming Hell in the Cell, this is gonna be my prediction, I guess you can say, for for this match here in particular, Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins. Um, I haven't been watching as much as I used to. Um, God, what was I don't remember how old I was. Maybe 30, maybe 31, 32. When I stopped watching it because I geeked out on wrestling my whole life until I was 31. And yeah, you can laugh now. I mean, I'll wait. But anyways, it was fun. I mean, I got it. It was entertaining. I obviously, yeah, it's not that it's not fake. It was staged, but so are TV shows, so are novelas, so are even your reality shows that you guys are watching are fake. Well, not fake, staged. So uh, again, back to his question: Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins. I don't even know who's the champion if there is a champion. Uh, so I can't comment on that. But as far as the match alone, I would have to say that in my uh, experience of watching wrestling, they probably want to get this guy Bray Wyatt over because he has a new character. Don't know the name of his character, but he's supposed to be like a Mr. Rogers type of dude that kind of flips the switch and goes off on you. Um, I would say Bray Wyatt. They're gonna push Bray Wyatt. He's gonna win. Maybe not Obviously, it won't be a legitimate win, but he's gonna get the count, the 1, 2, 3, or whatever it is, or disqualification. I don't know. He's gonna get the win. Somehow he's gonna come over. They're gonna push the guy over. I don't see Seth Rollins getting the win. Um, he may be a tag team champion. I don't know. It don't matter. But yeah, Seth Rollins. So I'm Bray Wyatt. So Vincent, if you're watching, which you shouldn't be watching my show, it's gonna be Bray Wyatt. And he also asked me the follow-up question, which I'll get to in a minute. But back to wrestling. For you wrestling fans, I'm gonna direct a question to you guys, and please leave comments and reviews or DM me on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Message me. Where do you guys think the wrestling is going? The direction of wrestling, WWE, professional wrestling. When I stopped watching it, because it was shit. They were giving me shit, and I wasn't gonna watch it anymore. Everything was predictable, and there's nothing up to the spence. I just finished watching a small clip of what they have, the 24/7 champion. I think it's called 24/7 champion, and they flipped the switch. That's cool. They had I forgot the dude's name already. Whatever. But the 24/7 champion dude, and they gave it to the chick, and then now the female wrestler, and now she's gonna defend it, and they're flipping the switch, as in the guys were going over after the 24/7 champion. Now the women are gonna go after the 24/7 champion, which is cool because it's gonna extend it for another 4 months of content. So it's gonna be fun. It'll be interesting. But anyways, those are the kind of things I think that professional wrestling needs to get back into. So, and if they want to get my money on those pay-per-views. But anyways, back to his number 2 question. His follow-up question was, Dad, who is going to be your next guest? And that question is tough because I have people that cancel on me. It's natural. People have shit to do, and they're gonna say that they're gonna be here, and then they can't, and that's quite all right. That's fine with me. I'm never gonna be pissed off at somebody that bails on me unless they do it 3 times. Mentirosa. And that joke is for the co-host, if you're listening and watching, my old co-host. So anyways, the next guest, I am gonna say it right now, the next guest, because I'm pretty sure this next guest is committing and will be here, and I'm gonna put you out on blast right now. Is everybody knows her as Troquera B, Brenda. She's gonna come on the show. She's from Colorado. She's a trucker. So she's scheduled to be on the show this weekend. So her show will come out next week, the following week, the episode after this one here. So she's gonna come out, and she's bringing a special guest. Stay tuned. That's the cliffhanger. So you guys, again, hopefully you guys like the show, the solo cast. I know it's short, but anyways, let me know what you guys think on your comments and your questions below. These are a little bit of artifacts that I'm going to leave behind so you guys could take a look at. This is a bottle opener that I put my little Subway sticker on it. I had the previous guest, Julio Gonzalez, on, the comedian. He hooked it up with some stickers. As you can see over here, he's got stickers and he's got the bobblehead. Also along next to him is the homie Kirk. We got to get him back on the show. He'll get back on the show. I'm sorry. He's not Kirk. That's Mark Krennic. It's the K that gets me confused. I'm sorry. I apologize. But that's Mark Krennic, actor. He's doing some crazy things. Always busy. Always working. Again, sorry for the Kirk, the confusion. It's Mark Krennic. And these displays here are from my friend Jacob Morales. And I got to get him back on because he's doing a rebranding of his product. This was Vinyl Smack, and he has a rebranding, and I won't say what it is yet because I want him to come on the show and we can get more into it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Again, please leave a review, hit the notification bell, subscribe to the show if you haven't done so yet. Share it with your friends and your family. Let's get those numbers up. The more I do, the better chances I get of getting a sponsor or sponsors. That way I can put more into the show, and then we'll go from there. I hope to do this until I get, bored and tired of it, I guess. But which I won't, because I like talking, and even though I don't have a guest or a co-host today. I feel like I did okay. You'll see. I don't know. We'll see. You guys let me know below. And again, thanks again for tuning in. Thanks for watching or listening to the show. And that's it, man. We're out. What is up, everybody? Talking Again podcast. I'm your host, Fidel. This is the Tap Studios.
Yeah.
That's right.
I like that, dude.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that.
It's a little different, huh?
I wanted to see. I wanted to see how you were going to come in.
You know, my first episode that I did, I said How We Talk podcast.
Oh, man.
I had to. Of course it was going to happen, right?
Yeah.
And I said it.
And then you looked over to your right and I wasn't there?
Yeah, and I was like, what the hell? And the one that was there had purple hair. Shout out to Bipolar Purple.
Okay, right on.
Oh, I think it was pink hair. Was it pink hair? Maybe it was pink hair. You guys can go back and check.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude. Different.
A guy?
Yeah.
Pink hair?
Yeah.
All right.
He's a crazy dude, man. But he's doing some shit.
Right on.
We'll see how it does.
Yeah, right on.
But anyways, in
What's
studio,
up? Izzy from How We Talk podcast.
from How We Talk podcast. So what's going on?
I go by Israel now. I grew up.
Did I say Fidel or did I say Fidel?
I think you said Fidel.
I did say Fidel.
I think you're good. Yeah.
I you know what? I think my previous one, the episode, I did say Fidel.
That's funny.
It's hard,
That's
dude.
cool.
It's like old habits die hard.
Yeah.
You know.
You never call yourself Fiddy. Well, do you? I mean, I never call myself Izzy, but people.
Well, we've talked about that before. How we only did it for the show.
Yeah, and personally, I've never introduced myself as Izzy.
Never.
It's always been Israel or whatever. And if people want to call me that, cool, whatever.
I think in high school, no, I never actually in high school. No, people just called you.
People
Fiddy.
just called you.
Yeah,
that,
I've
right?
never said, "Oh, my name's Fiddy."
Yeah.
Only on the show.
Yeah.
So.
So
Israel's here.
Israel's here. How you been, dude? Good?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Good.
We haven't seen each other or talked since the last time we recorded.
Yeah, no. Yeah, a lot has transpired.
A lot.
Is that the word? Transpired?
Yeah.
Transpired? All right, cool.
Sure, we can use that.
Yeah. Since then, but all is good. For those of you out there that were wondering why we stopped, I had a really bad injury. Don't want to go too much into it, but I had a really bad injury that I'm still nursing. As you can see, I'm on a cane right now, but it's still in the process. So that's kind of why we ended. Also,
I think that would be like one of the reasons.
One of the reasons. Also, we only set out to do the show for a year, and we accomplished it.
Right.
Yeah.
And
then we were gonna see what was gonna go from there, but that was a number of things. But yeah, and the injury was one of the biggest ones for me. So.
Yeah. I think that was the one that kind of like for me was like, all right, well, I think we should take a little bit of a break and then see what transpires out of this. And it was kind of like time on my end. I was like, I think we should take a different direction as far as like podcasting,
right? And
maybe go in our own separate ways,
right?
Which I think would benefit. We could both benefit from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously yours is. I've already started 8 weeks in, and yours might take a little longer. Which is the reason why we're talking here.
It's in process right now. It is in the works. It's called 25/7. Would you call it a podcast? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, even if it's just video, yeah. It's a podcast.
Okay, yeah,
it's a podcast.
So it's basically going to be a one-man show. I'm that man. It's called 25/7, and the thought behind 25/7 is an extra hour in the day. I want to give everybody an extra hour just to relax and maybe just listen to something, even if it's just me ranting. But give ourselves an extra hour that we all deserve. So
yeah.
No,
and it's a good way to like you said, at first it's gonna be by yourself, but then eventually you're gonna start introducing some guests.
Yeah,
which is cool because now you can get to share that hour.
Right.
Which leads me to what I think everybody needs to start doing is how we've always talked about it: put the phone away, electronics away, and then let's share that hour of conversation of old school.
Well, don't put your phone away because you have to watch our shows.
Of course,
yeah. But I get it.
Oh,
yeah. But with somebody, is put our phones away and then we'll talk with.
Correct.
Them. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah. So, how did you? Come up with that idea? Is it something that you just kind of been thinking about?
Other than wanting to continue something after what we did, because I enjoyed it and I just want to continue it. Being bedridden from this injury for a while and just having a lot of things to think about while I'm just laying there, really.
I'm sure your mind was just racing.
My mind was racing like crazy. These are just the things because I know I wanted to start something, but I didn't know what.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and off air we were talking about different podcasts, and there's one that I watch, and this guy does it alone, and I watch him a lot. I'm like, I could do that.
Yeah.
You know, I could talk for a long time, even if it's about nothing. And I honestly think if people were a fly on the wall, they would love to just listen to a conversation.
Right.
Well, here you don't have to be a fly on the wall. You could be a person behind the phone.
Or not just a conversation, but your thoughts. Because now, see, it's your thoughts that you're putting out there.
Yeah.
And that's actually the trick there. Because I just did my first solo cast right now before you got here.
Okay.
And it was challenging for me. You know, like I'm not. To me, it was like I have many thoughts when I'm working because I work alone. I put my headphones on, and sometimes I just don't want to listen to anything. All I'm doing is thinking about things, and it's like I actually put those out there. So I cheated. I asked for questions and topics, and asked for
that's fine.
And then people sent them in, you know, and then I answered it. So it's kind of like a work in progress. That solo cast, I don't hope to do too many of them. Yeah, I just don't think I'm that good on the mic and in front of a camera where I can do that. Yeah, you know.
Oh, maybe.
Who knows? We'll see what the people think, but I think you have something going on. I mean, you have something going. With, you know,
to be honest, I could have started this a while ago.
Yeah,
because I've had a lot of free time.
Right,
but to be honest, a lot of it was fear of like, what if no one likes this? What if no one wants to know my thoughts? What if no one cares? And then I started thinking, I don't care about that. Yeah. These are my thoughts. I'm just putting them out there. I'm just being real. Yeah. You know, you want to listen to them? Cool. You don't? Cool. You like it? Cool. You don't? Cool. Yeah.
Well, see, in the car business, we call that there's an ass for every seat.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, maybe you're not going to get the thousands and thousands of fans right away. Maybe you get hundreds. Yeah. Or maybe you get the 20s or 40s. Yeah. But at least you get 20s or 40s. Yeah. That's one more person that wasn't listening to your thoughts. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if you can put it out there, why not? Yeah. And if someone can benefit from it, because you're someone that has gone through a lot. You've gone through way more than I have gone through. You know, like I've told you that I was raised in a bubble. Mm. You know, and when I say that, I don't mean it like literally, obviously literally, but I don't mean it whereas my parents were all like helicopter parents. Yeah. But they did keep us from things like we grew up in El Monte. It got really bad. They moved us out of there to West Covina, where it was like peachy. I mean, you grew up here. It was peachy cream over here. It was like, you know, nothing going on. So they kept us from all that stuff. Maybe too much. Yeah. You know, where I had to learn the hard way on my own. Yeah. But you're someone that's gone through some shit that you can talk about, and that someone could benefit from.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? Because if you hold it to yourself, then no one. Dude, there's things that I'm finding.
Beneficial.
No, of course not. There's things that I'm finding out right now about my family at the age of, I'm almost 40 years old, at the age of 38, that I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because they don't talk about it. Right. They just don't. It's old school Latinos.
Latino, it's very Latino taboo.
Thing, for real. Yeah.
Very taboo.
They don't. Yeah, you don't talk about that. Yeah, don't talk about that.
So was pregnant before they got married.
Yeah. Do the math. I said. Do the math. Right. Yeah. But it's cool that we have this platform that we can create and put it out there.
I've always loved that.
Yeah. And we're doing it. Yeah. You know. Yeah. So I'm glad that you're gonna get started on it.
Yeah. I can't wait. It's in the works, man.
And I like the name 25/7.
25/7 is cool, huh?
Yeah. I've heard it before. I've heard people say that 25/7.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know.
I wish I had an extra hour in the day.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I wish I had more time.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
That was kind of me. I wish I had more time. You know, just make the time, man. Yeah. You know. So it is in the works. I'm projecting it to launch at the end of October. Mm-hmm. It is out there. I am on Instagram. It's I don't want to have to look it up, but I think it is 20. The words 20, the number 5, and the word 7.
Well, I'll definitely put it like on a little scroll or something. You could.
Cool.
Or maybe a link. Oh, you can't do that through YouTube, huh? Can you?
I don't know. What do you mean through YouTube?
Like a link to Instagram?
Oh, I don't think so. No, I think you can.
But I could definitely put that on the description so everybody could check it out.
Yeah. So it's 20, the number 5, 7, and the logo, the picture logo is a 25-7. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much the gist of what it's gonna be. Yeah. I'm like you said, man. Whether it's 10 people or 100 people, I'm just doing it just to do it. And And we've always said it's good therapy to just talk, and
Yeah,
it really is, man.
it is. It feels
even
good.
even if I'm doing it by myself, you know.
Now I don't know how you felt, but when we stopped, okay, our last podcast with How We Talk was with Tenny's Craft Barbecue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joel.
With Joel, and Junior. After that was the last time we recorded, right? 3 weeks, I think 2 weeks later, we aired it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you remember, right? We aired it like 3 weeks later. It felt like I was jonesing
to
do another one.
Yeah.
Like I you know,
yeah,
I wanted to get back on there,
Yeah.
but I couldn't do anything. Right? I was like, everything was on halt, and we're just kind of, waiting. And again, on my mind was just working and working and working, and
Yeah.
that's when like, all right, I think it's time that we just do our own thing.
Yeah.
And that's when I came up with this one, and there you go. And that's what you guys are listening to today.
Yeah.
But were you like that same thing, like
Yeah.
jonesing
for sure,
to get
man.
on there? Like I was,
For
dude,
sure.
I felt like a crackhead.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me get back on the mic.
It's fun, dude.
Yeah,
It really is.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, towards the end, when we were podcasting, did you still have that high after
Yeah.
recording?
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was always like about an hour or two until you could just mellow
Yeah.
down from it.
Yeah.
That's why after we record, it would always be like 2 hours after. So sometimes we recorded like at 11, we're in bed till like 1 or 2 in the
Yeah.
morning,
Yeah.
because of the high.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just something about it, dude.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's exhilarating.
A lot of I guess I'll take this time because I did receive a lot of reaching out from our friends and we made a lot of friends on that
through the
podcast,
How We Talk, right?
through How We Talk, and a lot of them, like you, what happened? You guys are done? You guys stopped?
Mm-hmm.
And we never officially made a video saying that this would be our last show, blah blah blah.
I did that little tribute thing, but it wasn't.
Yeah. So I want to take this time just to say thank you guys. Thanks for all that support and love, and just for sharing us.
Yeah.
For sharing us and reposting and all that stuff. You know, I enjoyed every single one of our guests, whether I was present during the interview or not. Every single person that we met was amazing.
Yeah.
And it was so cool. It was so cool. To me, the biggest thing was, these people don't even know us.
Yeah.
And to be honest, we're not anybody. We're just, this is what we love, and we're going to do it. And we did it.
Yeah.
And we've made a lot of friends.
That's the one thing is that if you take away from it was that you sat with someone for 1 hour.
Yeah.
Not knowing them before or after. Some of them you did, obviously, but there's some people that
Right.
we just met that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for 1 hour, and I can call them a friend.
Yeah.
Months later,
Yeah.
I can still call them friends.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a
Yeah.
trip to me.
Yeah.
That's a connection that you get when you, again, put the distractions away, put them to the
Yeah.
side, and just have a conversation with somebody
Yeah.
and get to know the person.
Yeah.
The judging will end,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So crazy. One specific person, Anthony Antfrog, Iconic.
Oh yeah.
He's reached out a lot, man. And what's up? Shout out. So, but yeah, dude. And I didn't know him before.
Right.
You know what I mean? Until coming on. But yeah, man. Thanks for all the support.
Yeah.
And continue to support Fiddy on his show, and hopefully I'll come over to mine and
Fidel.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Subscribe, subscribe to mine, and I think you'll see the two of us work together in the future on some
Yeah,
stuff,
we'll do
so
something. Yeah, we'll
do
have to do
something
a
for sure.
collaboration eventually.
Yeah,
Again.
once
Yeah.
I start getting guests.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
definitely.
So
Well, I'm excited, bro.
yeah,
I can't wait.
yeah,
I'm glad that you're overcoming all the obstacles that you've.
yeah.
that have been-
I'll talk about it on my show. But yeah,
Yeah.
just for reasons I can't talk
Of course.
about
No,
it,
I do totally get it.
yeah. So
Yeah.
But yeah,
There you go.
cool.
Again, 25/7. Check them out. Follow them Instagram. I'll put everything on the description. Israel, thanks a lot again
Yeah.
for that 1 year. We had a great
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
It was good. No regrets.
Not at all.
So it is what it is. And this is Talking Again podcast.
Nice.
The Tap Studios. Israel Morales. You guys will hear him soon. 25/7.
Later, guys.